Everybody's Ryder G tapping in. Today I want to do reaction on a OG homeboy from Norwalk named Diablo, who just did a interview on Soft White Underbelly. So check them out. Really good content. Well, he tells the story, man, of his life growing up in Norwalk. Putting in work, going to jail, going to prison. Real interesting. He did 25 years off a 30 to life sentence. He's from the Vario side of Norwalk. It's the same thing as the one ways, same hood, but different areas. It's like instead of saying the east side, west side, north side, it's like the Vario side, the one ways, the park side. So he's from that side. So we're gonna check it out, man. We're gonna give our opinion. It's program time.
And that's the day I started rapping Norwalk full fledged. I remember my first drive-by shooting. We were in the one ways kicking back, and I was actually gonna get jumped into the one ways, and my old friends from elementary school rolled up, and there was only like 10 of them, and they were called the Vario characters.
Yeah, for you guys don't know, the one ways it's a section. It's not a clique, it's a section. So people there's cliques in the one ways. But some people just say, "Oh, I'm from the one ways, no clique." They can do that, and then they got cliques in the one ways. So it's kind of like what I mean. But some people think the one ways is like a clique. No, it's just a side. But some people just claim the one ways. They don't claim no cliques. It's complicated.
They were small, but they put in work, and that's what I wanted to do. They were my friends, and I instantly gelled with them. And I jumped in when the car was one of them, and let's go down. We went into Artesia looking for somebody, and at that time I had a 9 millimeter Beretta. My homeboy told me it's ready to go, and we're in a 280Z, and it was foggy that night, and then we ended up going into Chivas, and we're all the way in the back of the neighborhood, and we see this guy walking in the middle of the street, all shermed out, and we pulled up on him about 5 feet in front. I jumped out the car, put the gun in his forehead, and told him out of Norwalk. Pulled the trigger and didn't shoot.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. And it's always the people on drugs, the homeless people, the kids coming up, the getting got, being victimized. Because you got people on the hunt, and there's people that are not, they don't have their guards up. But thankfully, bro, that thing jammed up. It reminds me of a time one of my homeboys went to Carmelas and they were having a party or a kickback. He jumped the brick wall in the backyard through an alley and it jammed on him too. And everyone got lucky then. You know what I mean? So he got lucky too because if they had some, if they would have reacted fast and noticed that jam quick, and they would, by the time they noticed the jam, he was already running that way. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's crazy, bro.
So I grabbed him by the back of the head and I hit him over the head with a gun. Got in the car. We turned the corner, and there was two cop cars right there parked. We went down the street, turned the corner. We turned the car off and leaned back, and we chilled right there for about a half hour.
That's like the famous movie that you see a cop, press on it, hit a corner or two, park real quick anywhere, and then jump out. Either you duck, like you said, or jump out, bro. I had a homeboy that used to always do that. He used to always see a cop and just like hit corners and like jump out, bro. And they used to still pull up on him. What are you doing? Get down, get down. But he was already out of his car, so they couldn't take his car, right? So That's how they get down over there. And if you don't got one on you, they ain't tripping. They're looking for all that.
We started to leave out the street, come down. We were coming down Horst, and we seen a blue Cadillac, and I instantly recognized who it was. It was a member of that Chivas gang, and we started following him down Norwalk 166th Street. I turned right on Norwalk Boulevard. He seen us. He started speeding up. We started chasing him. I'm hanging out of the side of the car, and I'm blasting on him. Pow, 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 pow.
Straight drive by, bro. I think that was before they made it against the rules to do drive by. That was before he's talking about like 92. So yeah, I think that was before all that drive by things came into effect, all the rules.
And seen his car start swerving when the back window broke, and he crashed into a house. We turned the corner, came back around. I got out of the car, and he was out. He was gone. I knew I hit him because there was blood in the car. We got it and left.
My guy pulled over, jumped out, and went looking for to finish him off. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, if you feel me, to get at someone and then like jump out the car, and go at them, and finish them off. That's crazy, bro. That's putting in work.
And that was my initiation. And since that day, I would put in work pretty much every day. Every day. Sometimes two, three times a day.
Yeah, there's foods like that. I knew a homeboy. He had like five of them, 5 counts, and he never got caught. And he's still out there too. And that was 6 years ago, 7 years ago that I last seen him. And he's still free. And he had like 5 counts that I knew of. That's crazy.
We were very organized, had walkie talkies, police scanners. We were very well prepared. And the whole thing was to represent the barrio to the fullest. And there was only a handful of us. And that was my life for a minute. And I can honestly say that I put in a lot of work, a whole lot of work. One of the
And there's a whole lot of pain later in life. You can see it, bro. I can see in his eyes, his demeanor when he talks. He's one of them OGs that did a lot of dirt and they're starting to regret it as they get older. Yeah, he probably still got that side of him, that gangster side, but it starts to transform as you get older. You start to realize, you start to see, you start to wake up and smell coffee, you know what I mean? You start to see life for what it is, on the things you've done for what it is, and it's gonna bother you, bro. It's gonna haunt your conscience. He has like a quivery, watery eyed, emotional response, here and there, when he talks about some of these incidents.
things I inherited from my father was a love of weapons. So I remember when I used to live with my dad, he had this really nice Uzi, fully automatic. Nice. And he used to go to work and I used to play with it in the house. I used to take it apart. He used to show me how to use it. We used to go shooting. It was one of the things that I kind of loved about him and admired was the love of weapons. We used to go to gun stores. We used to ride around in the cars. So, I learned a lot from my father.
Yeah, that's one thing you don't want to do though. If you live like in the country, in the forest, in the woods, secluded areas, yeah, teach your kids how to shoot and stuff. But bro, like in the hood, nah, because they gonna end up utilizing them skills you taught them to victimize people.
And yeah, one of the things, my uncles, they were all from Compton. I have a lot of family also in San Jose. So two of my uncles were from San Jose. One of them was actually a member of the NF. And
Yeah, he sold in. Yeah, he don't even have to put in work. He just decided to. That's the real one. But I'm a little different. My dad, my mom, and my uncle were from Norwalk, so I was kind of embedded in there. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say I didn't have no choice, but that's when you walk outside and you see 20, 30 fools hanging out every day, playing tag, playing sports, football, drinking, smoking. You want to hang out, bro. You want to be part of that. You know what I mean? You want to stay in the house. You want to be part of what's going on outside. The community, and the community had to happen to have been active right there where I grew up.
so, but family's family. And I loved them all the same too. So we had a good history as far as, the gang life's concerned. Very well established and very well schooled. All the children, all the kids, we all knew what time it was. You keep your mouth shut. You do anything and you hold your mug. And everything was going to be all right. And sure enough. So in 1992, I had a cousin who was with this dude from Compton. And he used to sell a lot of coke. And he wanted a Monte Carlo. Anyways, they came and got at me if I would steal him a car. So I did. We go to AutoZone, and I'm buying a screwdriver so I could break into the car. And I noticed right away there was a car parked outside. And when we were inside the store, this girl walked up. I seen her talking to my cousin, and I recognized her from high school. I was actually kind of excited to see her, and I was like, "Hey man, what's up? How you been, man? You remember me?" To find out she was gang banging for this gang, Carmela's. And when I finally took and registered that she was banging, I grabbed her by the face and I threw her inside the stand right there that held all the armor all and stuff, and she ended up falling into it. And I snapped. I walked outside the door. I kicked the door open. What's up? And I seen the car, and I went into the truck that we were in. It was me, my homeboy, my homegirl, my cousin. I opened up the door and I'm pulling up my rifle because at that time I had a really nice uh, 30-06 fully riot gear down with a 10 magazine, a 10 round magazine. It had a scope, it had a button, and it reversed, and it said for law enforcement use only. I bought it for $200, and it was bad. It was my main weapon, and I pulled it out, and a cop started to pull into the 7-Eleven, so I put it back in.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. Well, I know a couple foods that I grew up with in middle school that joined Carmelas and all that in the neighborhood. But man, bro, like the whole situation, like you said, he put back the strap when the cops showed up. But bro, like you would have been got anyway. You kicked the door at AutoZone. Probably it was a big old scene. Probably everyone seen you. I mean, that's it. The same thing happened to my homeboy. They smoked some food at 7-Eleven and they got him on camera. And they still try to say, "Oh, I didn't do it," but bro, they got you on camera. It don't matter either way. If you would have did it would have you would have got caught anyway. Too much witnesses, bro.
Jumped in the back of the truck, and I told my cousin, "Hey, get going and drive normal." So we start going. We're going down Pioneer Boulevard towards Alondra in Norwalk, and this car started coming behind us. And I started to see somebody like reaching out the car. So I reached back in, pulled out the rifle, and my homeboy was holding my legs. And I extended the bar, and I lit up the car. Boom, boom, boom. And to actually see the damage that this gun was doing, it was actually, when every time it hit, it was like sparks coming off the car, like, turn the engine off of the car and stuff, you know. And I ended up getting arrested for that later on. And I ended up beating the case.
And no one got. That's good, bro. Thank God. You know what I mean? That man, though that's dangerous, bro. Assault rifles, and he like you said, his dad trained him. Sheesh.
you know. And I got out, and shortly after, about maybe 3 months later, I ended up picking up my life crime. Um, on Super Bowl Sunday of 1993, I was involved in a murder, gang-related murder off of 166 and Norwalk Boulevard. Had four victims. One died.
Bro, you know that thing haunts him to today, my boy. No matter how hard you try to keep it or hide it, bro, that shit, I think, like I said, at the end of the day, you think about that, bro. Your conscience come get you, especially when you get older. Maybe not 20 years ago, but now he's probably like, damn.
And, you don't really understand the magnitude of your actions until you're faced to have to deal with it. And the gravity of the ripple effect and the impact it has not only on my family, on myself, uh, on the victim's family. You don't understand all that. And it weighs much more deeper than just a street and a name.
Man, that's we're gonna end it right there, bro. But that's powerful. Powerful. You don't know. That's why I said watch what you do, man. Think twice. You don't know until you end up in the cage and they tell you, look, man, you're facing life. And then you go to court and their family's showing up and you go to trial and they're taking the stand and they're showing videos of your victim, how good he was, good kid. You just, for some people, bro, it breaks them down. Some people don't care. A lot of people consciously it gets to them, even if it's just a little bit. And him, it looks like it probably didn't get to him right away, but it took, like you said, 25 years in the pen. Now he's older, and I think that him coming out talking about it as his therapy, that to this day is still haunting him. But yeah, that's my opinion, man. We're gonna do a part two where he talks about jail and things he had to do, putting in work, pegadas, and things like that. Real interesting, bro. Like I said, he did 25 years, so we're gonna check it out. He was a lifer, they ended up letting him out, and he's a homeboy from Norwalk, Diablo, and a real solid individual, man. Let me know what you guys think. Should I continue to do videos like this? I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Program time.